Hello everyone, my name is Amulya Malwa and along with my friend Panis Kargi, we'll be talking about evolution of camera control in the third-person games. As we all know that every game requires a set of gameplay mechanics to run smoothly. It can contain like action-oriented combat features, interaction with NPCs, interaction with the objects, and the camera control. So I believe that the camera control is the most important part of the game, and today we'll be talking about how it evolved from its initial stage to the current stage, the dynamic stage that it is right now. So let's get into it. So in the early days of 3Ds, most of the games were inspired by movies, such as the Resident Evil 1 game. It is an horror game. This game had an fixed camera control, so people could not fully enjoy the game. As you all know that horror game is supposed to build up suspense after every second, so we need to know that what's happening around the corner. Are there any zombies around the corner? So this came out as a nightmare. Um, Wait, let's see how it is. So here, as you can see, when the player is controlling the character, you cannot see the place where she is looking at. So we cannot see half of the environment that she is looking at. So this was a really bad experience. Though the cinematic is great, because of the camera control, players couldn't fully enjoy the game as it felt like not only they were fighting against the monsters, they were fighting against the camera too. So with time, developers also found the solution for the problem, created a way for players to actually control the cameras. Super Mario 64 was the first game where the players were actually allowed or given the freedom of controlling cameras with just a few buttons from the keyboards. And it was a complete revolution of freedom and control. And players could actually look where they wanted, like with a few buttons in the keyboard. So if you take a look at it, here, as you can see, the player is actually controlling the camera and the character itself to look where he wants to. As you saw the movement, but yeah, as you saw that this came with a flaw too. So yes, player could control and see where they look at, but then they also had a part of a mind to have a camera management working along with the gameplay. So they had to take care of the gameplay too, along with the camera management, which created a little bit of a burden in the player's head. So this also created a little bit of mess for the players. But this was certainly a big evolution from the fixed camera to this. Player controlled camera. Now, for the dynamic camera, my friend Panis Kargi will describe the further evolution of the dynamic camera. Thank you.
Thank you only for the wonderful explanation. Now, I will further elaborate on how the cameras has been evolving the decades and how it's currently in the game called God of War Ragnarok. In this game, there are a lot of camera setting, and you can change it from classic to priority plus, as you can see on the side here. So let's see how the camera works in classic first. So in classic it says that after hitting the enemy it will come automatically to the center of his screen. So right here the enemy is not really on the center, and after he hit it slowly comes to the center of his screen, as you can see right here. So yeah, it slowly comes in the center of it. Change the angle again here, but after hitting it the camera slowly comes, makes the enemies on the center of his screen. Even though this was the wrong ones, you can definitely see here. So the enemy slowly comes to the center of his screen, and in priority, let's see it in action right here. So he just goes and shoots nowhere, there's nowhere, and the camera slowly snaps the enemy on the center of his screen. It's slow, but it does the job. And in priority plus, let's see right here. So in priority plus right here is goes throws and attacks in nowhere, and the camera snaps really fast and makes the enemy come to the center of his screen, as you can see right here. It was really fast and snappy. She is attacking nowhere, and the enemies are automatically coming at the center of his screen. So, okay, now let's see it in another battle with this guy, and right here right here in right at this moment when he's attacking, the enemy was at the edge of his screen, and while he's attacking he hit the enemy, and the enemy was brought into the center of the screen. So yeah, that's he misses the kick here, but the an enemy was not in the screen, and the camera automatically rotate and brought the enemy at the middle of his screen right here. So yeah, the dynamic camera has changed a lot during this period, and to conclude the video, we can see that there were lots of safety in the design of gameplay, how the camera works in Resident Evil. There was a fixed action camera and is part of the game where you cannot really move the camera. In Mario we have the option to move camera however we like, and while keeping the Mario at the center. Now in God of War we can freely move the camera. We even have the settings to settings for camera to automatically move the enemies at the center of the screen, automatically lock onto things. Even when you aim, the camera would zoom in at the target. So the camera feature have come a long way and is has make the game feel more immersive and powerful. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.